Go ahead and get settled. Tonight we're going to practice death meditation, a version of it. The reason we meditate on death is because there are a lot of uncertainty on this world, but death is certain. It's certainly going to come one day. But when, where, and how it's going to come is uncertain. Because of this uncertainty, it brings anxiety, fear, possibly some sort of stress. So by practicing meditating on death, it will provide us with great insight about life. To begin the practice, find a comfortable position, whether you're sitting or laying down, and allow your mind, your body to be deeply grounded and rooted into the present moment first. Notice your sound field, things you hear, the background, things that are nearby. Notice your breath. Notice the silence. And then pay attention of how you're feeling at this moment. Overall speaking, and notice the thoughts you're having in this moment. Allow everything to be okay. You're also welcome to take a couple of grounding breaths. But gently open up your eyes and check in with your surroundings. This room you're sitting in, this spot you're at, your screen, maybe the wall, whatever you're sitting on, whatever you are close by. And then start to withdraw your sense and close your eyes. And imagine this is the last day of your life, that you are laying on your deathbed. And imagine this is the best possible scenario of how you want to die, at the place you want to die at. And imagine you have already told your loved ones how much you've enjoyed your relationship with them, how much you appreciate them, and how much you love them. That those conversations have already been had. And imagine you have dealt with all your worldly belongings, that the things you want to donate have been already donated to the charity that you want to support. That there's no possessiveness burdening you, that you are so free at this moment. And then imagine you have forgiven all the people that have done you wrong. not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. Therefore, you forgive all of them at this moment. You completely let that go. And you're just laying on this bed, and that you feel a little bit cool, maybe a little bit cold. And normally we tend to feel scared when we're cold. But you are okay. You are content, at peaceful, comfortable place, even though the body is losing its heat, the fire element. Then you're laying here. You notice the mouth, the eyes, and the body feel a little bit dryness. That you're not even craving for water. That the strength in the body is decreasing as well. But you're not afraid. You're content. You're grounded. And you know this is just a sign of death. Just like anything on this world being impermanent, so as this body. But you are not this body. And you have your inner light that will guide you through this journey. You start to notice that it's a bit hard to breathe. And that is okay. It is just a sign that the wind or air element is fading away. And you are content and no fear. And enjoying, witnessing this life passing, this body coming to an end. And then notice the body is getting hotter and harder to move. That it feels more grounded to the earth and becoming part of the earth element. And then lastly, the ether, the space element, is also fading away from this life. And the body is coming to the last breath and the final death. When the body is died, your inner light is still with you. Your consciousness, your awareness, or the spirit that is beyond that is still with you. and feel the moment of existence or non-existence, the emptiness and non-emptiness at this moment. Start to find your conscious back to the body. Gently move the body parts and imagine this is the first time you ever own this body. And first time you're taking a breath. With a complete beginner's mind, notice this form of the body, the feelings, sensations, emotions that this body can generate. And then notice this mind, the thoughts, memories, imaginations that this mind can generate. And then notice this moment of existing in the body. Now open up your eyes, taking in the colors and shapes around you one more time with a fresh view. Notice the sound. Notice the smell and taste. Notice the touch. And now your next inhale. Expand your lungs, your entire body. When you exhale, let it all go. Thank you for practicing a death meditation with me tonight. You're quite brave, and I hope you gain some insight from this practice. And today we're going to review the next Yoga Sutra, which is the 9th Sutra of chapter 1. It goes Shabda Jnana Anupati Vashtu Sunya Vikalpaha. So we're talking about Vikalpa. Vikalpa is delusion or verbal delusion. So basically the sutra is saying an image that arises on hearing mere words without any reality is verbal delusion. And according to Sri Swami Satchidananda, he says, you hear something, but really there's nothing like that. In Viparyaya misconception, at least there is a rope to be mistaken for a snake. That's the last sutra. But when in Vikalpa, verbal delusion, there's nothing there, yet you still create some opinion about it. Suppose I say, John took his car to the garage, and on the way, all the tires got punctured. So he had to remove the wheels and give them to the mechanic to be repaired. He drove home very fast and got into an accident. You say, oh, was it a terrible accident? You're only hearing my words. You haven't taken the time to think. If you thought about it, you would say, if he gave all 4 wheels to be repaired, he couldn't drive it back. It didn't happen, but you take it seriously. Another example would be his mother was a barren woman. It's a verbal delusion, but it still may create an impression in your mind. On this sutra is a great way to talk about all the mental activities as klishta or aklishta, harmful or harmless. Or there's a possibility that all of them are harmful, even though the right perception, the things that you see and the things you hear directly and you experience directly. And now we're talking about a definite misperception, and it happens all the time. That Dunning-Kruger effect, that we think we know everything, our confidence level is really high. But the moment we know, oh, we actually don't know it, then our confidence will get really low. And then with the time keep going, our confidence will build back up because we start to really take a time to learn about ourselves, our biases, and our misperceptions. So this is a great reminder of the things that we create in our mind that does not really exist. So be aware of that and keep practicing. That's a Sutra 9. Thank you so much for practicing. Bring the palms together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May my thoughts, words, and actions can help make it happen. Namaste.